stars?
Now, is that rumor about the $1,000 of steam?
That's wow.
What's that smell?
I can't believe what. Oh, look, I'm being gay over here. Locally, I really.
What's your thoughts on premarital sex?
Come play with us.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
5,352 feet.
How's your sister?
Cereal champions. Lowest cost.
Fully equipped swimming pool, which we have right here. You can see we have a nice natural side, nice ceramic side to it, and yeah.
Let's go check out the west side of the house.
Glass.
Woo! Here we are again, gang. It's another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. That's Zigzag, and that's Phase. How we doing, gentlemen?
I'm just ground into the fucking pavement, dude. It's nothing but work. Nothing but work.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Well,
I did do one thing. You were in California when we were at the Halloween H45 convention. Why do I have a ring on my mic? Is that just me? Hello, hey. Oh, I can hear it. I'll work on it. But remember, we made the mad dash for the certain figures. We had to go here. We had to go there to get in line to get a chance at these rare collectibles.
Yeah.
And we ended up with the the little, like, the Star Wars versions of Laurie Strode, Michael Myers, Dr. Loomis, stuff like that. Well, then they put out a second series, and I thought they were done with it. But no, they've come out with a third series.
I saw they did that, yeah.
And I picked them up. What it is it's Bob with the glasses and Michael Myers as in the clown suit as a boy. So pretty cool. Had to pick them up. And there might be an extra set to give away.
Ah, okay. Well, we don't have any giveaways planned yet.
Just in the bank. But that thing is brimming, man, with shit to give away.
Good, because we need more Curse Your Luck out there in the world somewhere.
It's coming, folks. It's coming.
Yeah. All right.
Good prizes too.
All right. Let's see who's out in the world, because I want to get right into our review, especially since YouTube Analytics has been barking at us for dragging on for 25, 30 minutes before we even get to a review.
Oh, yeah, YouTube Analytics and your associate producer. But, you listen to YouTube before me. I get it.
I've been saying it for years, too, man. Don't even start with me.
I'll say this. We are not movie reviewers, just movie reviewers, so they can kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney.
Okay.
Well, hey, we got a new winner on the first commenter.
No.
Yeah.
Disqualified.
Oh, nope. It barely hit, it looks
Did it?
like. Yep.
I saw that up there before you went live.
Well, there's two. There's one from 13 minutes ago, and then there's one at 11 minutes. And we're 11 minutes
you
in,
got
so.
the 11 in there. I didn't see that one. The 14 is definitely out, but
yep, the 11 wins.
Yeah, no, that one's valid.
That's legit.
Yep. Congratulations. Somebody finally beat Joshua after months and months of trying.
It's
so.
like a Jeopardy-like run, like a multi-week run. It comes to an end.
Wouldn't it be shitty though if this was the week that you give away those three?
Yeah. Hey, we're giving away some
By the way-
figures.
By the way, Joshua, sorry. Instead of a Bucky's receipt, you get an actual prize for
an actual
for
prize
the first comment this time.
Oh my God, that would be so evil.
As a consolation prize, Joshua, I have the cap to the recent vape I'm using. You can have it. I will throw it in with the rest of the things. Thank you. Congratulations.
There might be some residue on there you can scrape off and add to your joint. No, don't do that.
God damn it, you guys! All right, and Joshua's right there, right under that comment. So
he was. I mean,
Joshua's in the house.
It's the same amount of time.
It's pretty close. We got the doctor is in. We got Rick in here also on another account. It looks like Tarek is here. And Tarek, by the way, I don't know what's going on with your Facebook chat. If you're not able to see it, sorry about that. Hopefully, you can maybe reset your or clear your cache on that app alone, or you may have to just uninstall it and reinstall Facebook and then relog in, and that should get you back online.
He's one of the most tech dudes I know. If you know what
I know he knows how to do this, but those are the only two suggestions I can throw at you because I think it's on your side unless other people are letting us know they're not seeing the chat. So let us know in the comments if you're not seeing the Facebook chat on your side. YouTube and Twitch should be working fine. Of course, you're kind of in a lonely zone over there because Facebook's where most of the audience is.
And he was thankful we have other options, though. Yeah.
Yes. Like I said, we got Tarek in here. Gitsy's here. Happy birthday, Gitsy, by the way.
Happy birthday.
And also happy birthday to Ari Lehman. I don't know I doubt he's watching, but he does follow our page.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yep. He sent us a new song that you guys can check out.
It was more like a plug, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Of course. Hey, he's nothing but self-promoting, man. He does that all the time. So.
Hey, happy birthday, Ari.
Yep.
First
Paul
Jason,
is
baby.
here. Paul is here. The twins have arrived. Grandma Sue is here. Rachel's here. Tarek's on the Twitch now, it looks like. Grizzly is on assignment, so maybe no Woofish tonight.
Well, I got you covered, Grizzly, because, ooh.
Oh, there we go.
I got the shirt on.
BK's here. Rick's rubbing it in. Suck it, Josh.
He's like, hey, Josh.
All in good fun, of course. All in good fun. There's no animosity amongst the society, of course. Oh, wait, what was that? What was that comment? Had a coworker, Paula did, had a coworker show up in full cosplay today. As what? Now I'm curious.
Huh.
Because I want to know. Yeah, and I understand this one, Tarek. The reviews are an ancillary benefit. We are here for the shenanigans that tend to ensue. I understand that, but we're trying to grow this channel a little bit and stop talking to only 20 to 25 of you a night.
It's
We'd
a
like
cult
to
following.
talk to more.
I love it, but I mean, yeah, we'd like to see a few more in here too.
Trust me, even when we have, hundreds of viewers at once, we're still going to pay attention to the people that have been with us since day one and year one, all that stuff. So
they'll get like ambassador status, all the originals or something, just to help. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is a woofish? There'll be questions. You know what I mean?
We always, dude. You know how many times I've had to explain that shirt already? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, there'll be questions, and we're going to need help getting things straightened out. So therefore, yes.
There we go. Oh,
hey,
Grizzly decided to jump in. There's the woofish. Yeah, we can't start the show without that. You know this. The new viewers don't, but you know. But yeah, Grizzly's on assignment, and he'll be back with us later. Gang, we are going to be talking about the movie Hokum tonight, which is in theaters now. I'm not getting into it yet, so don't freak out on me, FaZe. I do want to throw a quick synopsis out there if you guys don't know. Ohm Bauman, played by Adam Scott, is a troubled author haunted by guilt over his mother's death, and he travels to a remote Irish hotel to scatter his parents' ashes. When a hotel employee goes missing, Ohm becomes entangled in a mystery tied to a locked honeymoon suite rumored to contain a trapped witch. As the truth unfolds, Ohm is forced to confront both a human killer and the supernatural manifestations of his past, leading to a final reckoning with his guilt. That's what Hokum's all about. We're going to get into that right after these messages from our members. Guys, take it away.
Oh, boy. All right, our final girls and guys. C-Phase, the Muffinator, Tyrone. Our Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Grizzly and Paula, Morgan Crypt, Joshua, Raymond, Allen, Twisted Twinning, and the whole damn enchilada. I
Holy
can't.
shit, that was
And our
weird.
camp counselors, Adam, Christy, Lou, S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Angie, Chuck Schick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, JJ, and Nanook, the dog.
Oh my God, I was muted. Folks, professionalism is not my game. Sick, folks.
I had nothing to do with it.
Reading that shit, I thought you cut me off, you dick.
No, no.
Support us. Head on over to deathcurssociety.com. Click on the membership tab. Pick a tier that works for you.
Listen, if you want to join.
Did I go underwater? Did I go underwater?
If you want to join, become a member and support, help the DCS out a little bit. As little as $3 a month. Head on over to deathcurssociety.com. Pick a tier. Crazy Ralphs are on sale all month long for, Mental Health Awareness Month. So
That too, yes.
go get you a Crazy Ralph. The whole year's membership for only $75. Comes with a free t-shirt at the end of the year and lots of other perks. So while these guys try to contain their shit, I will professionally move on and carry the show forward.
I don't even know why I muted, but dude, like, oh my God, talk about unprofessional.
I saw.
And I guess I went underwater there.
And then you went underwater, buddy.
Dude, every technical glitch that could have happened during that last 3 minutes.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you.
Little
Thank you.
tickling.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's get into our review, gang. I'm really ready to talk about this movie. I've been looking forward to this one for a while, and let's just start off. Oh shit! I gotta turn those on, don't I? No, I'm not. No, not that. Hush.
Grizzly, we love you. Hey, yeah. Sorry, you're on assignment.
There we go. Where are the chapters? Yeah, there we are. All right.
Okay,
So, anticipation and marketing. I'm ready to hear from Ziggy on this one. How ready were you for Hokum, and what did you think of the trailer and all that stuff?
I was really excited for this one. Although I'm looking at my list, and somehow I didn't have this on my master list of when I made a master list back when we were previewing, you know? Oh, there it is. I spelled it wrong. Holcom.
That
Yeah.
fits, actually.
Yeah.
That fits very well.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's par for the course. But yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
listen, Caveat and Oddity were two films I found surprisingly wow, these are strong, creepy, well shot entries in this in just in the world of supernatural shit. You know, just doesn't really explain what it is or what's going on, but damn, dude, they were both good. And so this one, got the premise. Cool. We're going after. There's a death, and there's a witch. I don't need to hear no. This guy's got a vision. Let's go. I'm in. I'm happy to go. Let's go.
So you were sold on the fact, basically, that it was just the third feature from Damian McCarthy.
Yes.
All right.
100%.
All right. What about the trailer? Did the trailer get you good, or
Did not.
do you remember
see.
the trailer?
I did not see.
I don't know how you guys don't see these motherfucking trailers.
Dude, they did not. Even this time, I was like, "Oh, cool. At least maybe they'll run the Evil Dead one with this," And no,
I saw that with the last movie we did.
it wasn't on that. It was supposed to be on that one too for me, and it wasn't. And I saw all of them because it was a goddamn half hour.
MJ, or oh no, you went to AMC.
I went to
last couple of
AMC.
movies, yeah. All right. Well, you
So
should
yeah,
have a
no
look, I
trailer,
guess.
but I didn't need it. It just didn't. It wouldn't have helped or hurt the anticipation because I was already a fan of this guy's work.
All right. How about you, FaZe? Anticipation and marketing.
I actually did see trailers for this one, and I have a big argument for this one. Like, that's going to come a little bit later, but I don't think I need trailers anymore, man. Trailers have done me no good for the past, 3 reviews. Like, last week, I was blessed to not have seen those trailers because the movie was enhanced by not knowing the wife wanted to kill the husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and now I saw these trailers and I'm like, oh, it's a witch movie. I already know what's going to happen. FaZe, the professional occult enthusiast of the DCS, is going to get asked all kinds of questions.
Resident pagan.
You guys
Resident
keep,
pagan. That's
you guys
what I
keep
was
stealing the bit that I wanted to drag into the ground. And now FaZe is even taking it.
right. And I saw this trailer and I knew this was going to be one of those. So I'm like, okay, it's a witch movie. It looked pretty good. I was into it. I thought it looked decent. You guys were hyping it up. My mom was hyping it up. She thought it looked good. It was under 2 hours long. It's good. The anticipation, great.
All right. And no Reddit in any of this movie, so
Yeah.
Oh my God.
we're good. We're good.
I was wondering, man, there was a little bit of computer work and it could have been a real quick Reddit check, some facts or something like that. You know what I mean?
I need to check the exact armor that this conquistador would be wearing walking through the desert. Yeah.
Dude, it's like you're in my head.
I'd kick you both in the nuts right now, but I can't because we're all over the world
Virtual.
here, folks. That's our gimmick.
I'm gonna change the background to a Reddit background next week. Just
I would kill you.
Do the
I would
classic-
actually drive down to Oklahoma and torture you. Not really, but
do the
Come
retro
on.
one. Got to do the retro one, man.
I should visit you
Exactly.
and taste some of your cooking at least. That sounds good.
That's a good point. All right. As for me, I was looking forward to this. Damian is the master of the slow burn. He's put out a couple of pretty decent, supernatural flicks already. What?
The good slow burn, not
The
the
good slow burn.
not pointless slow burn. This is good slow burn. At least these last 2 before we
Yeah.
get to this one. So
And a couple other things that he has going for him with his films are isolated settings. This is basically primarily set in a hotel. I'm down. You got that haunted honeymoon suite. I'm down. In the trailer, at least, you have a couple of brief flashes of what might have been the witch. Looked pretty good. He always has a strong emphasis on mood, but he still, normally has a pretty good plot, and I was waiting for that. I was just ready for something else from this guy because he's impressed me a couple of times already. He's been on the show with us for his last film, which was nice. We need to, by the way, tag that interview again and share it sometime this week. FaZe, producer.
Okay.
he's sick. Leave
Well,
it.
you were just looking down like you weren't paying attention, so.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
I have to pay attention to 10 different things here. I'm reading comments. I'm
I understand.
making sure things are running well.
I understand. So, let me see. Were either of you guys expecting more supernatural or more grounded with this film, just based on the trailer, before we move on to initial
Well,
thoughts?
again, I didn't really see it, but I would obviously, based on the last 2 entries, a little more into the supernatural. Probably, I would put my money there.
Okay. What about you, FaZe?
It was leaning supernatural for sure. I mean, I'll just leave it at that because I have more thoughts for later.
All right. All right. Well, then let's see if I can do this. Will that work? Yes. All right. Cool. I'm moving on to initial thoughts. Walking out, I liked it, but I didn't know exactly what I liked about it yet in a weird way. There was a lot going on, especially there in that third act. And I'll say this. I saw the pretty decent crowd in the theater. Late showing, 10:30 last night. I had my 3 gal pals with me that some karaoke regulars that go to the movie with me every now and then. And one of them always has a blanket that she's hiding under partway, you know. Got one eye looking out, and the other eye is covered. And she explained this.
I love it.
Somewhat scientifically to me, the last night after the movie, how, you know, if she's got one eye and one ear covered, it cuts the tension down by 50%. She got all scientific. It was bizarre, but
we used to have a buddy that did this shit, man. He would sit there, like, he would look through like this, through his peephole, or he'd get his popcorn bucket and pop a hole in the popcorn bucket and look through the popcorn bucket. And this is the only way he could get through a horror movie.
Do like the Eclipse viewer?
Yeah, it was fascinating, to say the least.
But yeah, I wasn't exactly sure what I liked about it. And then I had another couple that, as we were sitting down for the movie, this couple asked me, you know, the guy leaned up and was like, "Hey, is this a scary movie?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, this is going to be terrifying." You know, just kind of joking with him just to see what he would do. And I, you know, just naturally assumed he was asking for his girl. Sorry, but I did. I'm not kidding. He was jumping out of his chair more than she was. It was hysterical, like when the jump scares would come. I swear to God, he got a good 1.5 foot, like, jump out of his chair at one point, and his girl kind of leaned over. I could hear her too. She leans over and goes, "Are you okay? Do we need to step outside?" And I'm like, I'm giggling to myself so bad over it because it was just hysterical. But yeah, paid off. So, what about you guys? Initial thoughts, Phase?
You know, it was not what I was expecting based off of the trailers, because that's my main argument here. That's the big argument, the big bitch I'm making this whole interview is trailer versus the movie. I was expecting a witchy movie, and what I got was something very different. However, it's still a good movie. It's still good. It fooled me, and I feel like, I would rather have not have ever seen the trailers at all, but I still liked it. This is a fine movie. I love the tension. The alien fan in me was really happy during some parts, some really claustrophobic, parts in there, man. Holy shit. Like, very well done horror, just being trapped, that whole goddamn. And this hotel, the Shining fan in me, not just that, but this hotel was fucking badass too, man, for a horror set.
Yes.
This thing was fascinating. It was awesome. One of those super old school keys on the wall, super old metal keys, none of the fucking cards that we use nowadays, dude. I loved it all. Ireland, one of the creepiest countries in the fucking world. I mean...
Well, and the dumbwaiter that comes into play later.
And the writing, too. Like, the way the protagonist was an asshole, an unlikable prick fuck. But it was written so well to the point where it's like he still carried the story well. And, like, you're not cheering for him, but he's still the protagonist, even though he's this fucking prick fuck. It's rare, but these stories can be done well when led by an asshole protagonist, if you will.
Well, and like you said, I think it was interesting that the trailer kind of guides you towards the witch being kind of the driving force of this movie.
Yeah, like the main focus, but it's
the
not.
witch isn't the main antagonist
it is
here, which
not.
was a nice twist.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Ziggy?
Yeah, this one goes into a category, I think, last year when we saw Bring Her Back. And I said I loved it, but I hated it. because this taps heavy into grief, and this taps real heavy into guilt in a way I've never seen it in a while, you know? And it affected me quite a bit. And there's a payoff scene with it, and I thought Scott nailed it, you know, but at the same time, it ripped, it just, I was like, God damn it. It made me just, because of this, I don't like it as great as it is at this point. So I don't like this that people are drawing from, you know?
This new subgenre of grief
Oh,
horror, not your thing?
dude, I'm not a fan. I mean, even as a well-crafted movie this is, and I'll probably give it a decent score on this thing, man. I'm just, this kind of shit sticks with me. And the guy does his job. He's still a tremendous filmmaker, man. And but God damn it, this is hard to watch at times.
Sure.
This is hard. To watch. And you with the witch, it's there. Something's going on, but that's not what this is about. This movie's not about the witch. It's not a witch movie. It's happening. There's something there. They could tell a story about this witch, but they don't here. It's just there. It's happening, you know. And it does it interacts to their little web of what's going on, but then it's quickly out of there again. So, yeah.
I just want to tap into Grizzly's comment. You know, Phase wanted practical magic, and you know, it's that's funny. But
wait, do you mean Practical Magic or the movie Practical Magic?
Well, I'm not sure, but just this movie, like, I was expecting one thing and I got another, but I'm not disappointed. Like, that's what I'm getting at here. Like, I'm not disappointed. And that's kind of the cool thing that kind of happened here. That is very rare.
You get to see a side, a thing, you know, I mean, it's fascinating. Like this, there's like at kind of the payoff at the end. And it's, I would have loved to see more about it, but at least it's there and it's heavy. And it's like, damn, that would suck.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Rick says maybe more witch in the next film. Kind of spoiler to a point I want to make later on, but I would like a prequel to this. I'm not expecting it, but that
would be interesting.
It would be interesting because that actually goes into the origin of this witch. But let's talk about that later because we're going
I don't think it's this guy's style anyway to do something like that.
And no, it's not his style to do a prequel. No.
And by the way, Rick, no, come on. I know you're joking, but he says that's messed up. The waiter might not have been a genius, but don't call him dumb. No,
he
not what I
was
was saying.
aloof.
No, that's not what I was saying when I said dumb waiter. The dumb waiter is the little mini elevator.
Yeah, dumb waiters. That's what those old houses to get from the basement up to the kitchen. If you know they were cooking and stuff.
That's what I meant by that. Of course. Thank you, Rick, for playing along with that because it did look like at least one person on camera was like, "Did he just call that waiter dumb?" We'll get to the waiter later, and he wasn't even a waiter; he was a bellhop. But that's a whole different story.
Well, yeah.
I want to point out that although this retains a lot of McCarthy's signature style, tone, pacing, this feels like his most commercial film yet. Would you guys agree with that?
100%.
Well, having Adam Scott, I mean, right.
That helps.
Yeah.
You know, having an established, recognizable actor. But I think even the story and the supporting characters felt more audience-friendly than, like, his previous two films.
Like, Caveat, definitely. Oddity was a little bit, but this especially. Yeah. No.
Well, and, how packed were your guys' theaters? Because
barely.
Mine wasn't packed, but it was busy.
I went on a Friday at, like, 2:45, so there was 5 or 6 people in there.
That's it. Well, afternoon, that makes sense.
My theater was watching Mario and whatever other shit's going on, but we had like maybe like a third of our theater. It wasn't like empty, but the other people didn't seem to like it as much as we did. I don't know.
I had to ponder it for a couple of days before I started to figure out why I was feeling the way I was, you know?
Okay.
So, I mean, which is another, again, They take you to a place you don't want to go. That is talent, man. That's
But that's
good
art.
Yeah.
That's art and filmmaking. So I'm all for it.
That's
Absolutely.
good art right there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And my first initial thought is I cannot wait to discuss this film, and here we are, baby.
All right. Let's just move on into Act 1 so we can get this
Sure.
show rolling. So, all right. So Act 1, folks. Owen Bauman, like I said, played by Adam Scott, is a successful author struggling to complete the epilogue of his Conquistador trilogy. While writing and drinking at home, he begins seeing the ghost of his mother, signaling unresolved trauma. He begins to go through memories such as an old photo of his mother standing next to an old redwood tree in Ireland and staring at his parents' ashes in containers on a nearby table. Quite sporadically, he travels to the Bilberry Woods Hotel in rural Ireland, where his parents honeymooned, intending to scatter their ashes. Dang it, page made a big jump. Hold on. At the hotel, Ohm meets the staff, owner Cobb, front desk clerk Mal, groundskeeper Fergal, bartender Fiona, and bellhop Albie. Each local character is introduced in an eccentric way. Fergal has just shot a goat with a crossbow because it was climbing on cars in the parking lot. Cobb, the hotel's wheelchair-bound owner, is scaring a couple of kids with the tale of a witch who lives in the woods. Mal is a bit starstruck once he realizes who Ohm is and seems to be fawning at his arrival. Albie is the bumbling bellhop, but not quite as comical as an Abbott and Costello character. Fiona seems to be the one employee with some real backbone and heart. Ohm is dismissive and abrasive toward them all, though he shows some worth toward Fiona after she helps identify a location from a photograph taken by his father. While scattering the ashes, Ohm encounters Jerry, a local man living out of a van who drinks milk mixed with magic mushrooms. Back at the hotel, Fiona and Albie tell Ohm about the locked honeymoon suite, which is rumored to be haunted by a witch that Cobb once trapped inside. Ohm continues to behave erratically, belittling Albie's ambitions of becoming a writer and burning his hand before returning to his room. The atmosphere surrounding him becomes increasingly tense. Fiona checks in on Ohm and discovers that he has hanged himself. End of Act 1. So, one thing I noticed about this, and I wanted to ask you guys, did the Act 1 seem too slow? Too dragged out? Too much setup? Or was it effective for you guys? Ziggy, I'll start with you.
I think they kind of had to do it that way to, tell that story how they did. But I mean, he was in a dark room writing his story. And then it's pretty much a few moments later, he's there, man.
Right.
And he's, and right away he's a dick to the guy that shot the goat,
He's a dick to everybody,
Right.
man.
Yes, but you realize this guilt thing that he's carrying, after, you get glimpses of it, but then you get the whole thing.
They spell it out later, especially.
They sure do. And I think people that have lost parents and stuff like that may have trouble with it a little bit. That's where it is. Not that I have both my parents, but it just seems the chance to say something, one last thing to someone you love. It's kind of in that vein, you know what I mean? And it's the price and the cost and what you would do to do it. Just bring her back. That's what I mean. It's
Right.
It's that
Sure.
feeling, and I hate that feeling. I hate it. And it's here a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Phase, too slow of a setup or just right?
I think it was all right. I like the setup. You know what was funny though, and I'll mention this here. That whole intro with the the dad and the kid in the desert. I didn't realize that was in the dude's book, because I always start these movies super stoned, so it just didn't quite connect to me until the very end when it kind of had that payoff at the end. Spoiler alert.
Right.
That's when I figured it out finally. But the whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm thinking about that intro and how it's going to connect to everything going on.
Well, it shows him immediately after the intro like that part clips and it shows him sitting at his computer like struggling, trying to figure out what to do, you know.
Right, but you
I
know,
thought that would connect with you, a writer.
I zoned out clearly. I mean, it didn't click. So the whole time, and I'm watching this movie, I'm thinking about that desert scene the whole fucking time, thinking, when is it going to connect to that? Because that's clearly some, like, whatever that kid, you know, whatever that bottle smashed over the dude's head, you know, whatever that caused this whole ripple effect, whatever that caused this hotel. You know, what kind of backstory do we got going on here? And I was wrong.
Ziggy has something to say, clearly.
It was funny because I wasn't paying enough attention. I got the whole wrong idea from that intro, but it didn't harm the movie.
All right.
You know, it's a funny little thing that I figured I'd share.
All right. What do you got?
What do you want to say?
Faze was gonna take in the plot, but then he got high.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I don't know what you're smoking, but you need to contact the company and send them this clip, and we might get a sponsorship deal immediately.
Yeah, man.
Because that must be some good fucking weed, gentlemen or ladies, whoever you know brewed that that strain together.
It's greenhouse weed, man. I'm not even lying.
All right.
Nothing wrong with greenhouse weed if it's done right.
How about this? I'm gonna go back to this one first. How did the supporting characters, especially those at the hotel, add to the storyline and aesthetic of the film in that first act phase?
Could you repeat that? That was a long question.
How did the supporting characters add to the storyline of the film, especially in the first act?
Like the bellhop and everybody but the main guy, pretty much.
Yeah. All the hotel characters.
I mean, the bellhop was definitely good because he helped establish how much of a douchebag our protagonist is. And that one lady, I forgot her super Irish ass name.
Fiona.
Fiona. Fucking straight out of Shrek. Fucking. I'm sorry. But she was pretty cool too because, you know, she was kind of the drive, you know. But I don't know. I didn't really get a whole lot out of these characters, I guess. Like, because our protagonist was really the main guy. I mean, he was the focus. He was the. You know, everybody else just kind of felt very secondary, very static. Like they weren't, you know, they were there to manage the hotel or drive the story in some way, shape, or form. Like,
all right. Ziggy, you got anything to add on that?
No. Oh yeah. Yes. They
not another verse of because I got high.
No, I did have one, but I'm gonna let it go. I do think they are central to this, and I had the same kind of vibe like American Werewolf, the pub in London. They all know something's up, you know, that something, but not quite sure. I haven't really seen it, but I've heard this story and I've had that story, and this happened to this guy. So yeah, I think that connects. That makes it work that way. What do you think?
I thought they were great for, like Faze said, you know, they served a purpose, but they were also entertaining and engaging characters all the way around, you know.
This is true.
There were a couple of characters that were kind of assholes in, you know, Cobb, the owner, and Fergal. They were also assholes, you know, and the other three, you know, were trying to be helpful, but still kind of like standoffish a little bit, except for Fiona, really. And I love her introduction when she finds him wandering around the hallway looking for his room, and she says, "Are you lost?" And he's like, "Well, you can't tell," or, you know, that's pretty
Just
obvious.
being a dick about it.
Yeah, however he said it. Yeah, being a dick. And she goes, "Well, with that attitude, you can remain lost."
Yep.
And starts to walk off. I'm like, yeah, go girl.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she's
exactly.
good. She was, you know, and that's why, you know, it's Fiona doesn't have a good day.
Yeah, but that's why these characters worked, I thought.
Yeah, they're good.
There was this balance of, like, you know, helpful, not so helpful, dick, not so dickish, and then Fiona right there that was just like, "Look, bitch, I'll tell you what's up." One last question before we move on to Act 2. how hard did Ohm's suicide attempt hit when it was revealed, Ziggy?
I kind of went like, oh, is this one of those like Barbarian where a dude gets whacked in the first 20 minutes of the movie? You know, I wasn't sure.
Right.
I wasn't sure. But yeah, it was kind of, you know, it's a bit of a jaw dropper. I mean, you know, you're not expecting that. He's the fucking star.
Right.
Why the fuck? What's going on here? He wasn't, you know, he's a prick, but yeah, you didn't expect him to do that.
Right.
Didn't expect him to get killed off in the first act. FaZe, what about you?
I have a few different thoughts. Mainly goes into the next act, which is the aftermath. I have thoughts about that. I'm gonna kind of keep to myself, but for the hanging scene itself, I mean, they talked about the hotel being, you know, haunted, so I thought maybe, you know, is this gonna be a possession thing? Did he get possessed to do that? You know, I didn't immediately think like, oh, he came here to hang himself. Like, oh, he got something happened, like he got possessed or got tricked into something. I don't know. Like some kind of ghost story, witch story thing, because, you know, there's a witch going on here. Like, did he get fucking, you know, twigs snapped, like fucking weapons into hanging himself? Like, what exactly happened here, you know? Like, I was thinking that in my head. And, you know, I was also thinking about the whole bashing the bottle over the head thing in the intro and how that's going to connect with everything. But my dumb ass didn't realize that was in the book. So, but besides that, it didn't really hit me that much because it didn't strike me as a suicide scene. My first thought was the witch killed him, or whoever ghost killed him. I thought it was a homicide. That was my first thought, but it was, you know, obviously hanging, you know, appeared like a suicide. That's where my brain went.
Did Satanism ever cross your mind?
No. As a matter of fact, it did not.
I'm not even going to ask.
As a matter of fact, it didn't.
All right, moving on to Act 2 then. Let's get it on here, I think. Hold on. Why isn't the slide moving? There it goes. All right. Ohm is later revived due to Fiona's intervention and awakens in a hospital days later. Ohm returns to the hotel where Mal informs him that Fiona has gone missing following the hotel's Halloween party. Jerry is considered the primary suspect. Ohm confronts Jerry, who claims he saw Fiona's ghost inside the hotel, directing him toward the locked honeymoon suite. With the hotel closed for the season, Ohm and Jerry break in to investigate Fiona's disappearance. Fergal apprehends Jerry and removes him from the situation, leaving Ohm inside alone. Ohm enters the honeymoon suite and experiences supernatural visions tied to his past. He relives the memory of accidentally shooting and killing his mother as a child with his father's gun. As Mal arrives to retrieve him, Ohm investigates a dumbwaiter and discovers Fiona's corpse hidden inside. Mal locks Ohm in the suite and flees the hotel. Ohm finds his tape recorder on Fiona's body, revealing that she was pregnant with Mal's child. Mal had drugged her and locked her in the suite to prevent his family from discovering the affair, leaving her to die. Jerry escapes and returns to the hotel. As Ohm attempts to find a way out, the supernatural activity intensifies. He uses a map to locate a basement route via the dumbwaiter, where he encounters the witch before escaping back to the suite. Ohm uses a chalk circle, which was taught to him by Fiona, within the suite to ward off the witch and protect himself. Mal returns to the hotel and attempts to convince Jerry to leave. When Ohm alerts Jerry by ringing the suite bell, Mal sets the hotel on fire to cover his actions and shoots Jerry dead with a crossbow as he enters the suite. Into Act 2. So, thoughts on that and FaZe.
So my very first thought when he woke up in the hospital, and where are the markings on his neck from when he hung himself? Because if you hang yourself with the rope, doesn't matter if he was up there for 1 minute, 7 minutes, you know, however long it takes for you to actually survive that, which I personally am surprised he survived. I mean, he had to have hung himself like a minute before she showed up, and she had to have gotten him down immediately. Like, I'm serious. Like, there's not a lot of time, man, in that scenario. But he had no markings, nothing at all on his neck, and that just seemed unrealistic to me. So I was thinking, Like, it's just some kind of like comatose, like he's actually dead kind of stories, and we're just seeing like the last moments in his brain kind of thing. Like, well, what is actually happening here? Because, like, but no, he just survived being hung and has no markings on his neck. That's just, that's just what it is, But it caused me to think, like, if there was something else going on. But besides that, just the lead up to the honeymoon suite, the whole bell ringing thing, I thought that was cool. The whole, him pulling on that wire and him having to like punch into the wall to like pull, because just the whole process of that was fun. And, very cool too, because it's like that old, very old school style of fucking hotel where you pull on a string and it rings a bell to the fucking person on the main fucking floor that tells somebody to go help that person. And
Old school.
but it's the
century
haunted
hotel.
honeymoon suite that's ringing, so it's constantly got you on edge. I thought that was cool. And, the investigation and the fucking elevator going out of the basement. And the guy saying there's nothing in the basement. Like, clearly that means there's something in the fucking basement. Like, just so much mystery going on here. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Ziggy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. He's loving it.
He's loving it. But then he got high.
But then he got high.
Yeah, let me tell you. I dig the way that they did this whole thing, and the grief though, and when they reveal this, and he like breaks down crying and apologizing and it's saying it was an accident. Just
We're not there yet.
We're
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Well, you kind of said that.
That's Act 3.
He saw the tape of the revelation.
I mean, you see,
he didn't break
see
down.
him. You see him doing this, yeah, but it's coming up,
Right.
And but that along the way here, they also you kind of learn that this witch, what she does is she chains you up and drags you to hell. Is like her through to her time. They drop these little hints about it, but this is all you get about the supernatural stuff. There's things happening, but not really directly to them. It's weird. But it always seems to find the bad people. But yeah, dude, it's I would have liked to. We need more on the witch, of course. But I mean, I thought, that what they did with it and painting it the way they did, was definitely it's set up. It's set up for this finale. So,
Right.
Now, why do you feel like we need more of the witch? Because it was, I feel that way because it was, the trailers promoted this thing as a witch movie. So I thought it was going to be focused on this witch. So I was expecting so much more about this witch.
well, it's just like I said, because it's almost like watching a car accident. You see that there's the witch, and she's not almost, and one of them is based on the circle. If you make the chalk circle, she can't get you.
Right.
And so, okay, but then, so she once that's there and in place, okay, well, can't fuck with him. I'm on my way. Off she goes.
And for the record, just pagan expert here, chalk circle, that's superstition. It would have been a pentacle or pentagram. That would be more, but anyway, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing for me to decipher here for y'all. That's all I'm getting at.
Also, keep in mind, though, this is Irish folklore, so
Right, it's a little different.
could be a little different.
It's all those Irish.
Chalk might work for the Irish.
Those Irish symbols, they say, what, just draw a fucking circle, okay?
Well, that was a pretty oblong circle he was drawing, too, to be real. I mean, just anything with chalk, basically, that goes around your body, it's fine.
I would think salt, too. Salt would be good. You could use. You're supposed to.
That's another superstition. That's a good way to get bugs in your house.
Let's ask the pagan.
Seaface, the practical pagan.
The practical pagan. That's
Do
it.
not spread salt in your house. You'll get bugs.
That should be a bit right there. Just ask Seaface, the practical pagan.
You spread salt,
That's a bit,
you'll
I mean.
get bugs.
All right.
Don't burn sage, you burn your house down.
Gitsy has.
This is gonna stop the witch. but then he got bugs.
Gitsy has a interesting comment here on Adam Scott's performance. So, he hated himself and spent too much time alone. The suicide didn't surprise me. Movie did a good job of depicting the suicidal mentality and precursors, in my opinion. So.
Yes, that's why he was a dick. And,
Right.
And once you learn that, it's hard to stay mad at him, really. But especially when it gets to where it gets to.
All right. I really don't have any major questions for Act 2 because
it's getting you from B to A to C. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, and this goes for the whole movie, but I thought Act 2 was paced really well.
Sure.
I love some of the shots that he set up in Act 2, especially when they get mirrored in Act 3 a little bit later. Especially the shots going down the dumbwaiter and up the dumbwaiter, when you can sometimes see somebody like looking down the tube or whatever.
Those are really good shots, yeah.
Yeah, those were good, and I like what they set up for later, like I said. And yeah, I just thought, the supernatural elements were helping the story, and I like the twist of, like we talked about in the intro, or in the initial thoughts, that the witch isn't necessarily the primary antagonist in this. And we figure that out, halfway through, about, middle of the way of Act 2. I thought that was a cool way to do it. So, alrighty, Act 3. Here we go. And this is pretty short, so.
Okay.
Ohm escapes into the basement using the sweet elevator keys, with Mal in pursuit. Mal retrieves the keys but is attacked by the witch, who chains him and drags him into the underworld. Ohm encounters the spirit of his mother and confronts his past. He apologizes for accidentally killing her and is forgiven, allowing him to free himself from the supernatural restraint. Ohm escapes the basement as the hotel burns. He collapses outside but is rescued by Fergal. In the hospital, Albie visits Ohm and informs him that Fiona and Jerry's remains have been recovered, while Mal remains missing. Albie admits he had previously spiked Ohm's whiskey with mushroom powder, which may explain the more supernatural elements of the last day's events. But Ohm notices rust marks and bruising on his wrist, suggesting he had physically been restrained and that maybe what he experienced was real. He recalls Jerry's claim that drugs allow people to perceive the supernatural reality that is otherwise hidden. Ohm promises
It opens your mind, man.
Yeah, something.
Sorry, that's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
And then you get high.
And then you get Ohm promises to read Albie's manuscript and completes his own novel with a more hopeful ending, reflecting a shift in his outlook. So, that's the end. Satisfying ending, even though it was kind of gently foretold in Act 1.
Sure.
I love that, because there's a scene where he's talking to Fiona and he's telling her about the ending that he has for his current book. And she's like, that's terrible. Why would you write such a bleak ending? And he goes, well, sometimes they make movies of my books and they tack on a happier ending. Maybe you'll like that. And she goes, I hope so. And then that's what happens here. I love that little tie back. So, Phase Act 3, what do you got?
It wasn't what I was expecting, because, obviously I was expecting a whole 10-minute exposition garble-jarble of where this witch came from, what they are, how it connects to that desert scene that I saw at the beginning, because I thought that was all going to come together. And, yeah, I was, clearly that wasn't it. I was surprised that, we barely touched on what was going on with the witch in the basement. She has this whole, room of screaming demons, all her captors. And, I don't know, man. They barely touched on what's going on in that basement, and it just surprised me. But it didn't, I realized at the end of this movie, this is more about him. This is just kind of about him and his personal demons. And
yeah,
the fact that he actually killed his mom, and now he's getting over that. And, It makes me want a prequel about what the fuck happened with this witch and why it's haunting this hotel, though. I want to see more of this hotel, dude. This is such a cool setting, man. This hotel is bad fucking ass. Is it this guy's, I forgot the director's name, but is it his style to do a prequel? No.
No.
It's likely not going to happen, but I think it would be really fucking cool. But this was a fine, good movie. It subverted my expectations, but it worked out.
All right. Yeah, I liked personally that they left it a little bit ambiguous and focused more on the emotional and the trauma based events and Ohm's character. I kind of dug that, honestly, in this setting. So, what about you, Ziggy?
It had a couple of elements like Sixth Sense or Stir of Echoes, like with her pointing up at the bell and everything at floor. But dude, a bell in that kind of hotel setting, it could be 10 in the morning on a sunny spring day. That is going to be the freakiest fucking shit you see all month. It's just creepy. Something about it, man. It's just something about it. The grief and the guilt thing comes together, mom, and then the spirit of his mom or whatever, in his mind or however it's working, she just embraces him. Yeah. It's all heavy, dude. It hits really hard, but it also becomes a little cheesy because this is where he gets his saw to cut himself out of his chain when he's sitting there. Because he's in line with the witch too. He's about to get dragged in because she got him. He was drawing a second circle, and as he's drawing the circle, he shot great too because it does one of those right onto the witch's face. Yeah, and it gets you. And so he didn't finish the line, so she chained him up. But then, of course, the real target.
Right.
Yeah, and he gets dragged in, but he finds the saw after he makes this settlement, this forgiveness in his mind, and lets go of some of the guilt and some of the hate and some of the punishment on himself. And yeah, I mean, so it works.
But a little cheesy, huh?
It's a little cheesy. I thought
Right.
that part, but I mean, but again, you're going to be hit so hard by what's going on.
I can't argue. I can't argue with you on the cheesiness because I do kind of agree, but
Just that section, that.
but I think it was handled way better than a lot of filmmakers would. So,
I got nothing to say against that.
you know what I mean, though?
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that's the only part that I kind of went, oh man, that little bit right there.
Yeah, but I don't know how other filmmakers would have fucked it up. Maybe make it longer, drag out.
No.
Shine this,
Oh,
angelic light, like
A big conversation, getting to say everything you wanted to say. You know what I mean? It would have been
Right.
really dumb.
That would have been pissed off if 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
Yeah, transport you to like a field of lilies out, in the green Irish countryside.
Yeah. We'd
Yeah.
be back on Asgard with fucking Zeus and all them guys.
I would have been pissed.
Yeah, that would have been too much. But the way they handled it, just that tight shot where she kind of leans in and is just like, it's okay, and then poof,
Oh, it's heavy, dude. It hurts. It hurts. I can see people that have lost parents, and I can see people that have lost people and didn't get closure.
Sure.
Fucking getting fucked up over a scene like that, and it's brilliant, but fuck you guys, man. What are you doing, dude? You ruined the rest of my day and shit,
Oh, come on.
It's great art. I'm not saying please keep doing it, but I mean, damn, you never know when you're going to get one of those,
Right.
So, all right.
It's not I just hate feeling that way coming out. It's like, damn, great movie, but fuck, man. God damn.
But that's...
Yeah. I know.
The fact that a movie can affect you that much is good.
I say exactly this every time.
Well. All right. I'm gonna get you guys started on casting and acting. Ziggy, yeah, we really only have like one major character to talk about, so this should be pretty easy.
Yeah, and because I'm thinking like Jesus, because he is beyond Dick at first for the first few interactions you see him in, and it's like really, what is this all about? But then when you see what this is all about, it makes sense.
Mhm.
He's hurt. He wants it. He's hurt. He's just that's what's all he's got. That's what's projecting.
But he carries this movie entirely. He's in 95% of every shot of this movie.
Pretty much.
So,
and he's good. Yeah, I've always dug him, but I did think of Step Brothers a couple of times.
Well, but he's more of a comic actor, right? Parks
Yeah,
and Rec.
he was, but then now,
Now he's on Severance, I think.
Well, you got
is more of a
Severance.
serious actor.
Shit. The Krampus was, I know it's a comedy in a sense, but
Well, he got his start in Hellraiser 4, if you
Hellraiser 4 and auditioned for 6.
Audition for 6. I saw that interview. That was fun as shit.
He didn't think anybody would notice. That's funny, man.
I thought he was great. Adam Scott, at least. Like I said, he carried the film. He balanced that abrasiveness early on, and then the emotional vulnerability later. I thought very well. I'm not sure. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you need a talented actor to pull off that scene, man.
To be able to go that switch.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The performance hinges on selling the guilt and the internal conflict, and as Gitsy mentioned, he did. Even if it was in subtle ways that not everybody would pick up, but people that more empathetic people would pick up on those suicidal tendencies and those behaviors that he was exhibiting. And the fact, I love the fact that in like the first act, he even says, Fiona asked him, like, what happened to the guy that murdered your mother? And, he was too young. They should have strung him up, but he was too young to do anything. And then the next scene, he's strung up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was genius. That's more of a writing thing, but you get what I mean.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got no problem at all with this filmmaker. He's one of my favorites, and
hold on. We're going to get
it's
into that.
subject matter. Yeah.
I do have a couple of questions on him when we get to it. So, what about the supporting cast? I thought they were all great. And, dude, I'm going to say it. Adam Scott is the first well-known, at least American well-known actor that this guy has ever worked with. Everything else he's ever done have been, some names in Ireland or Europe.
Yeah.
But I mean no ill will when I say this, but they don't mean dick all to us over here in the States. We don't know these people most of the way. So, but I love this cast. They kind of work as an ensemble. Everybody has that specific role in pushing Ohm's arc forward, and Mal at the end really stands out as that primary human antagonist because he's initially unassuming, kind of fawning over him at the front desk when he first gets there, and then gradually revealed how manipulative and more dangerous than the witch he is. So I thought that was great. FaZe, did you get to talk about Adam Scott?
I don't have a whole lot of thoughts. I thought the
whole
acting was
cast.
fine overall. Nobody really stuck out to me except, obviously the main guy. I don't know. This wasn't, like last week, obviously it was the 2-star, situation. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of comments. Just, good job. Good
Solid
script.
across the board.
Solid across the board, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can move on to the next round then. Writing and direction. Come on now. Like Ziggy has said, Damian McCarthy continues his style. Same style, basically, from Caveat to Oddity to this. But it keeps escalating, and he keeps pushing it just enough, I think. some of his strengths are exceptional timing with jump scares, and me and my friends talked about this afterwards. He has that way of building the tension with, there's a jump scare coming because multiple times I saw my friend Josie, there's nothing really happening on the screen, but she's slowly pulling that blanket up and getting it ready. I mean, she knows it's there. She knows what's getting ready to happen. And then I see the blanket come down just a little bit, like, oh, okay. And then, bah! His timing is fucking impeccable. It's not formulaic. I'm going to say it like The Conjuring, where you can, snap your fingers 3 times and point to every James Wan jump scare. Sorry. This guy's great with this. And he builds this tension through silence, framing, delayed reveals, mood, lighting, sound design, psychological tension, character development, and minimal exposition. His scripts can't be that long because there's not a whole lot of dialogue in any of them. So I think this guy is great. Ziggy, take it away.
He said.
Okay.
No.
No.
Listen. He is right there, and just like Savage has a way of, you see the jump scare coming a mile away, but they fuck that timing up on it, man, and it gets you. Mm-hmm. So everything is creepy, man. This guy, but who is this guy? And a huge, I don't know, I'm sure we're going to get to it, aren't we? I mean, I figured the rabbit and stuff, was going to appear again.
Well, not the rabbit, but a rabbit.
Well, it was in Oddity after Caveat, and I was like, how's it going to be here? And then there's a rabbit here.
There's a rabbit. That was the thing, the couple that was sitting next to us, I told him, I said, I'll tell you one thing. Expect at some point in this movie a creepy fucking rabbit. I can't tell you what
or how,
in what sense, or how it's going to happen, but there will be a creepy fucking rabbit. And yeah, it was funny.
And I guess it's Watership Downs. That's what fucked him up as a kid. That's what this is all about.
There was some, I didn't see that interview yet, if that's what you're talking about, but I saw like a post about it, but I didn't open it and watch the actual video.
Just what he said. It's just simple. It's like, I saw Watership Down when I was a kid, and I mean, that's heavy, dude. Everybody died. So
I love Watership Down, but that is fucked up to show to a kid.
Yeah, I mean, at 6 or 7, that's like, oh shit, that'll, so look out, folks. Could be making movies that'll.
It could get worse.
Could get worse.
FaZe, what about you? Writing and direction. I know you already touched on it a little bit, but anything else to add?
I think I'm done with trailers because that shit just misled me. Last week it did me no good. I was benefited by never seeing a trailer for the last movie, so fuck trailers. But besides that, great writing, great direction. This was a good movie, man. I would like to see more of The Witch if a prequel could be made, but otherwise, I could do, it's fine. It's a fine standalone.
Right.
Nicely done.
All right, let me ask this. How does this compare to Caveat and Oddity in tone, execution, where maybe even rank them? Where would you put your list?
I really don't know.
You want time to think about it?
It's different. I mean, I would probably do Caveat, but then it as number 1. But then I would have to rewatch Oddity to really know between the next two. I really don't know.
Caveat's your favorite, though? You think?
I think so. I really like that one.
I think I would do Oddity, Caveat, this.
This is your third?
Yeah. So.
Wow, dude.
Just because
is
of
it mostly because of the heavy?
Exactly. It's exactly.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is. I'm going in order of his release. This is 3. Hokum.
3 would be 1.
And then Oddity. Yeah, 3 would be 1. Hokum would be 1. Oddity would be 2. Caveat 3. Because, like I said a minute ago, I think he's just learned and built and grown with every movie. And, dude, I can't wait for 10 years to see what he's doing in 10 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. I'm on with it, the whole thing. But I mean, I just this particular dip into this subject matter. I'm not a fan of this genre, man. So I'm trying to look past that and still appreciate this great movie because it is.
Phase, I'll ask you this: were the jump scares for you effective or predictable?
I enjoyed them. And this one, I mean, just because this dude's style, they worked on me. I'm not a big like jumper for jump
Right.
scares,
I'm
you
not
know,
either.
but like I when they surprise me, I enjoy it. And a lot of these ones like surprised me, so thumbs up.
Well,
The jump scares get a thumbs up from FaZe in this one.
I, you know, I think part of mine is like many of you guys, you you see it coming, and you tense up, kind of like Josie did. You know, she's covering up with a
Sure.
blanket, but I just kind of tense up and like hold it, and then if it doesn't happen on the cue, like James Wan, like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
very timed like a
Oh,
drummer.
he's very on beat, but he could be the back line of a band real easy. But you know, I just hold that tension until it happens because I know it's going to happen eventually. So,
Mm.
Ziggy, I assume the same for you.
I stop munching my popcorn and just kind of lock in and wait for it.
Right? Yeah, you can't. I'll hold like a batch of popcorn before I put it in my mouth, just so I don't like choke on it or something.
Sure.
You have to, man.
Yeah. All right. The slow burn payoff, was that good, or was it too long in this, Ziggy?
No. I mean, because they give you something that you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Glad I'm not in there. And then at the same time, he's, I guess becoming a better person. But
Do you believe that? Do you believe he became a better person though, or is he going to revert back into his dickish ways in 3 to 6 months?
nah, if he's past it there, I think it's gone at that point. If you got that, if you actually put those bricks down you've been carrying around all those years, probably going to be pretty happy. So this is a happy ending.
I guess, but
I feel like it's a little in his nature to be a dick. Like he'd probably still be snobbish, but not quite as like pessimistic, I guess. If that makes sense.
or he would be one of those that realizes what he says naturally and instinctively, and then it's just like, you know what? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. What was your question?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that might be a little more, almost the way he was with Albie in the fucking hospital. Honestly, because even there he was just like, no, I'm not going to read your book. Of course I will. Send it my way. But I don't know. As a one watch, I'm having a hard time believing he's going to be, fully reformed.
Right.
But we'll see. All right.
I disagree. I think that was the entire catalyst, the root of the fucking dickness was absolutely caressed out, man. So
Okay.
Well,
I
all
feel
right.
like there's more to it. I feel like there's he's just a snobby prick who also has a fucked up backstory, so he justifies it with that.
I think the heaviness really affected you a lot more than it did me, though. So, which
Yeah.
is interesting. But
well,
I mean, I still appreciated it, but it didn't get to me as much as you. So,
and just it's actually how he handled the lines and delivered the lines, and when he was just that shit was fucking horrible, dude. I mean,
Sure.
in a best way.
right. Rick's got a comment on the ranking, at least. He says oddity, and then this, and then caveat.
Okay.
So, but
Oddity.
oddity and this are so close.
Goddamn, Oddity had some crazy shots too, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
All righty. Next up, we've got what worked and what didn't. So, Phase, I'm just going to list off a few of these things, and you guys can agree or disagree. I assume, Phase, you would say strong atmospheric tension throughout. Yes?
Oh yeah.
Worked?
Loved it.
Worked.
Beautiful.
Effective use of a confined setting.
Absolutely.
All right.
All my
Ad-
favorite things.
Adam Scott's performance.
Great.
Check. The gradual reveal of Mao as the true antagonist.
Worked
Check.
fine.
All right. The integration of guilt into the horror elements.
Sure.
Phase with a begrudging thumbs up.
I not really. No, I think that's
Or, I
fine.
mean, Ziggy with the. He's like, no, but. Okay.
The only things that didn't quite work was the trailer and, the fact that I thought that the witch was going to be more involved, but that's fine.
Don't even let me finish my list. All right.
I'm
fine.
sorry. Keep going.
Slow pacing.
It
That's
was
one
fine.
thing I would say might not work for some audience members. It worked okay for me, but
If it was over 2 hours long, it would have been an issue.
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't bother me at all.
Limited backstory on the witch.
You didn't need
Could
it.
have done better.
It
but-
wasn't about that. Wasn't about that.
Exactly. It didn't end up being about that. I was just misled into believing it would be about that.
Ambiguity might feel unresolved to some.
Yeah, that's this guy's style.
Well, at least he does it with a little bit. It's not as annoying as most.
Right.
Yeah.
I was expecting that because it's this guy.
All right. Supporting characters maybe not very deeply explored, except for.
They didn't need to be.
It didn't need to be.
They played their roles fine.
All right. So. Fair enough. Here's a question for you. Is the witch a literal entity or symbolic? What do you think, Ziggy? We'll go to the pagan later. Since
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
for fuck's sake.
Here's where the, you know what I mean, where the you're not real sure, because he said I dosed you with the mushrooms, but where's your boy then if that's not real? You know what I mean? If it's beyond symbolic, where's he at? You know, he got dragged to hell. He's gone. So has to be real.
All right. Phase.
That's an awful lot to just hallucinate off of, shadow seeping. But besides that, they didn't explain the witch enough to really answer that properly. But I mean, this dude, the mother was definitely a hallucination. Some things were probably hallucinations, but the fact that a lot of people agree that suite is haunted, the honeymoon suite's haunted. There's a whole fucking basement, that whole, the elevator thing. I forgot what it was called. The dumbwaiter. The fucking. Just there's too much going on for that witch to not be somewhat like real in that universe. Obviously, like it wasn't just a hallucination by Dude Bro, because too many people have experienced this. I mean, that fucking dumbwaiter is literally the hotel owner's trash can for human bodies they need to get rid of. I mean, I believe it. There's something more going on there.
All right. Let me ask you this. What separates Ohm from Mao morally? Because I noticed that Ohm is definitely defined by his past actions, and his arc is kind of centered on confronting and accepting that guilt at the end. And Ohm acknowledges that, but Mao, on the other hand, kind of refuses to accept responsibility. So,
Yeah. You said it.
All right.
I mean, because
No
look,
more?
because kid killed his own mom, and dad hated him the rest of his life, which is very short. And he didn't want to do it. It wasn't like that. This guy's making bad decisions all over the place, and then he just fucking got a garbage disposal in the fucking hotel. So he's a piece of shit. He deserves what he gets.
Tarek has a good one. Are you a real witch or an ambiguous?
Oh my god, that's silly.
Yeah. I was gonna give you this one.
No, I'll allow the wah, wah, wah. I'll go with
That's
that
a
one.
dad joke, man. That's a
Well,
good one.
and I think the witch also is kind of a force, like you kind of said earlier, not necessarily like we've said the whole way, not a main villain, you know, because even she kind of represents mortality and consequence, and acts as punishment with Mao rather than a motivation.
It's but they kind of set it up that anybody that gets in her way and she gets her shackles on, you know, she drags them through and all the demons start taking a piece of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean that comes down to also a perception versus reality kind of debate, because the supernatural elements, are they real or influenced by altered perception from the magic mushrooms? But it also suggests a hidden world that's only partially visible, with the demons and the dragging people into that far tunnel that FaZe was talking about earlier. So,
Well, Damien may be a kind of guy who was addicted to mushrooms and may or may not have murdered his mother as a child.
we're not going to ask him that if we ever get him on the show.
No.
Yeah. And the rabbit thing, you know, I mean, but yeah, I thought that was a little bit, you know, like, to keep that. Okay, I get it. It's like this is how you're tying it in to that whole rabbit universe, whatever that is. But, it didn't blow me away or anything. The jump scare fucking got me, of course, because that one you couldn't avoid.
Right. There were a bunch, man.
Yeah.
Like, even that one where he's walking from room to room, and then he passes that wall, and she's like right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
That was smooth, dude.
That was good.
So, all right. I just don't think, did we ever add this as a subtopic? We didn't, did we? Nope. All right. We're not going to favorite moment yet, but I want to talk about similar comparison films real quick. FaZe already mentioned it, The Shining, as one. I'm going to throw in 1408
Yeah,
as another one.
Totally.
And then I'll say again with the ghost parts, at least Spirit of
Sense
Echoes and Sixth Sense.
Okay. I also saw a touch of, and this may just be because it's another Irish folklore occult film, A Dark Song, if you guys have seen that. Because that deals with guilt over a death. It's not a mother, it's a child, if I remember correctly.
About what lies beneath.
Yeah. I was thinking The Night House. Do you remember that one? I love that one from a few years back. Because that was another grief and, grief horror movie with ambiguous supernatural elements in it. FaZe, you got any more?
I don't think, not really.
No? All right. Ziggy, anything else?
No. I think we've got it. It's just we got to do the thing that we do now. Give it the score.
Well, favorite moment.
Well,
favorite moment, too. I'm going to throw in Hereditary, too, because obviously Hereditary is the one that kind of jump-started this latest run of grief horror films, I feel. And also one of the best ones, so.
True.
All right.
God.
Favorite moment, Ziggy?
Wow.
Dead air, Ziggy.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of things I'm dwelling on, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go performance-wise for once. But Adam Scott, when he got to apologize to his mother for killing her, I don't know, man. It all scrambled me up. I don't like it, but it was awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
FaZe.
It's tough. I don't really have like a. I love the claustrophobia of him being trapped in that room, that fucking super tight fucking, elevator thing, dumbwaiter, the fucking probably when he's in the dumbwaiter, he's going up and he looks down and the fucking witch is looking up at him
and crawls up, dude.
That was pretty fucking creepy. I enjoyed that because anything to make me think of Alien, will make me a happy boy. So I'll go with that. Fuck it.
All right. this may be a first. I'm literally gonna go not with the desert scene, the book scene, but that first scene. I'm going with that first scene in Ohm's house when he's writing, and he sees his mom on the stairs, and he turns that light up, and then when he lowers it back down, she's right there. That jump scare, to me, immediate tone setter. And it's in the first like 3 minutes, 5 minutes of the movie. So it establishes the presence of the supernatural, and it also tells you, get the fuck ready. And it signals that this film is going to rely on tension and timing. I love that about that moment. And lastly, I mean, there's a lot in that scene because it gives us an early clue. We don't get it immediately until later on in the movie, but gives us a clue into his guilt, even before starting the main story. You know, it kind of tells us.
Yeah, with him, with the bottle and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a ride that we're going to places where we don't normally go, and that you're not expecting for sure. So, did that opening hook you guys?
I loved it.
I was wondering, the meaning of it as well. I was kind of going, okay, this is going to be, but I was like going, boy, that's kind of dark, and then had no idea we were going where we were going,
Right. 30 minutes later, you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, and then, yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I was confident neither of you guys were going to pick that moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what? Go ahead, guys.
Also, the witch dragging our boy into hell, and all the demons standing in the doorway, looking out with their sparkly eyes, glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Very, very effective in like a horrible situation you would never want to be in. And and it depicted that very well.
Yeah.
That knee, it's an honorable mention for favorite moment.
All right. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. So, all right, let's get into. There it is. Final thoughts and ranking, and I'll throw this up here.
Yes.
Gang, go ahead, Faze.
Please, from a scale of 0 to 10, rank the film Hokum if you've seen it. Or if you haven't seen it and just want to rank it anyway, go ahead.
No, don't do that.
I mean, your choice.
That messes up our algorithm.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yep, throw your score in the comments, folks. We're gonna give you ours and move on from there. Faze, I'm gonna start with you. Final thoughts.
All right. I think I started last week, but that's fine. Let me pull this up and. All right. So, this was a fun movie. Not what I was expecting with the whole witchy thing, but is that really a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, you're not going to really top weapons for me very easily. So the fact that it didn't focus on the witch
like
was,
witchcraft?
Yeah,
okay,
probably a little better. But I really like this thing, man. Like, it's hard to give it a score though. I mean, it's not over 2 hours long. That's a plus. There's no cats, so no extra score there. No real animals in general, but didn't really need them. I mean, we could have used some rats in that dirty old hotel, but, didn't include it.
No cat either.
It was cool, and that's what I just said.
Yeah.
And, I'll just give this thing a nice, even, friendly 7. It's a good movie. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's solid, It's worth a watch. I'm not really going to rush to see it again, but I don't. A 6.5 just feels too low for this. I don't know. It's just this is deserving of a good solid 7.
I might go see this again before it leaves the theater. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
It's on Shudder pretty fucking quick here, man.
Yeah.
Not for a bad reason. It just is.
Sure.
Already scheduled.
Yeah. All right. 7 from Faze. All righty. Ziggy.
It is. Wow. Hokum. It's solid top to bottom, man. It's subject matter is really like not my bag. I can't stress that enough, but I can't let that penalize a well-crafted movie too much. I'm also going to give it a 7.
No.
Yeah.
Booyah.
Man, with all the raves that we've been throwing at this movie the entire last 90 minutes, I figured you guys would crack 7. All right.
I'm actually surprised FaZe went so low there, you know. At 7, you know?
Well, I can understand why you went low, Ziggy. You know, I get your reluctance to score something higher, you know, when it deals with this topic. I get that. And I get that for you, it doesn't have rewatchability, really. You know,
I'm not going to run out to try to see this again.
Right. And again, I do want to see it because I want to see what I missed. You know, as the casual viewer that I was last night. You know, I want to get in there, and now that I know the story, I can sit there and nitpick and pick apart and focus on the more technical aspects of the film and
Right.
stuff like that. So, this movie's less about the haunted hotel and more about what Ohm is carrying with him. The horror works because it's tied directly to his guilt, and the supernatural elements of it are feeling like an extension of his internal struggle rather than something separate from it. The addition of Mal as a grounded human threat kind of helps balance that, giving the story a more immediate danger alongside a more abstract presence of the witch. We've been saying it the whole night. Damian McCarthy continues to show a real command of tone here. Like in Caveat and Oddity, his writing and directing lean heavily on mood, restraint, precise timing, especially when it comes to the tension and jump scares. He knows when to hold back and when to strike, and that control carries the film. It's definitely a slow burn. I'll say that, and the ambiguity won't work for everybody, but if you're on board with that style, Hokum delivers a focused, atmospheric experience that sticks with you more than it overwhelms you. And clearly that's true with Ziggy in mind. And I know a couple of people out there have thrown the whole crank as fuck moniker on this film. But I don't know if you could classify it like that, honestly, because
I wouldn't.
I think this one's has a lot
Not
more
quite.
commercial appeal than others. So, most of the movies that I think are crank as fuck don't have that commercial appeal. So, but I really dug this, man. And I can't say it beats The Bride yet, because The Bride is a masterpiece. But this is really fucking close. I'm going to give this a 9.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was
know.
thinking I went a little bit low, but I mean, I'll stick with my 7. Just, you know.
Yeah, you're good.
I
It's your
loved.
story.
I really liked it, but it didn't like jump out at me, I guess.
It jumped out at me.
Okay.
So.
Maybe I need to rewatch it again, because this is gonna hit my top 10. I'm pretty confident for the year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I need to give it more of a, you know, on Shudder watch, and that'll give me a better judge.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
FaZe
Rick
was
says-
going to give it a 10, but then
But
he
then
got
it got high.
Yeah, never a 10, but
Rick says
Here's
my
our
number
average.
1 currently, just edging out The Bride.
right. He also gave it a 9.
I'm going, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
he says it's a 9 for me. I'm going to go again to the theater. Yeah, I agree,
Really?
man. And Tarek says Crank gives it 1 out of 2 peaks. Probably
That's
1.5.
cute. That's
1.5.
cute, Derek.
1.5, I would say.
What 1.5 peaks?
Yeah. All right. A couple more questions here before we wrap this up. Does this film promote McCarthy out of the filmmakers to watch list to the next level? Whatever that level might be. FaZe.
I mean, it's just 3 films so far. I mean, they're all really, really good. I mean, next one he puts out, I'm definitely going to be seeing and expecting quality.
Yeah.
John Carpenter has like a gajillion films. I mean, you gotta have more than 3 to become one of the greats. I feel
I'm
like.
not saying the greats. I'm just saying that
The next level, then sure, yes, absolutely.
I don't know what that next level necessarily would be, but
I'm not qualified to classify it, but sure, he's definitely, he's not put out a shitter yet. So hell yeah, man, I'm looking forward to what's next. That's always a good thing with a creator.
a lot of the magazines and a lot of the online outlets have classified him as new filmmaker to watch. But now we're 3 in, so is he still watchworthy? I guess is the better
Absolutely.
question. Ziggy.
I think so. I don't think there is a next level per se. I mean, he's one of the he's good. He's absolutely he's ascending above the people and peers around him. There's a few of them that are rising up that in our world, and I always go back to Savage. He's one for me since Host. Man, I mean, fuck, dude, I love that one, man.
Yeah, but Host put him on that filmmaker to watch list.
Yep. And
now that he's done Dash Cam and what was the Stephen King adaptation he did?
The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
Yeah.
I think that's pushed him to whatever the next tier would be.
He's due, man. He's got something coming, but I don't know what's going on. It's held up for some reason.
Yeah, I was looking at that a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what it was right this second, but
talk to him too.
Yep, we need to. I'll come back to McCarthy for my last question, but Ziggy, is grief horror here to stay, or just another flash in the pan subgenre?
God, I hope so. I mean, but I hope it's a flash. But I mean, I get it, and I understand some people don't take it that way, and I really have no reason to take it that way. But I can't imagine, in the future what it would be like to watch something like this.
Sure,
it's just not my cup of tea, man. That's the only way I can put it. I don't like thinking that. It makes me think of bad things of the future,
Well,
sure.
And what's weird is a lot of the movies that, qualify as grief horror don't market themselves that way. You know what I mean?
Fuck no, they don't.
Like this did not, So
it did not, no. And I was pretty much fine until, I mean...
Bring Her Back kind of did, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
That's another one, man. I don't ever need to see that one again.
I love grief horror. I'm here for it.
You love it? I think that your generation is definitely more got a taste for it than mine does,
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm in Phase's boat on this, though. I'm your generation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Always an exception to the rule. 3 of us in here. That's about right,
Well, fuck you. All right. My big question. If Damian McCarthy were given a major franchise to reboot, what would you like to see and why? Like, which franchise would fit his style the best? I have one, but I'm afraid one of you is going to take it. And I'm going to
go ahead.
Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah, if you got one.
Dude, call me crazy, but I think he could do a kick-ass Phantasm remake. I think he's got that jump scare style, that timing, that darkness. The only thing that's kind of missing is a little bit of the fun, the humor. I think he'd go a lot more dark with it. But I'd like to see a modern-day Phantasm out of this guy.
Okay, side note, who's our tall man?
That's a good question.
Everybody, get it in there real quick. Who is our new tall man? That's hard.
Dennis Rodman. No,
I'll say, and I said this before, Clancy Brown, I think would be interesting.
I'm just trying to think of somebody who has that tall.
Well, yeah, but he would be a more brooding tall man. You know what I mean? But still, I think he could handle the. You'd have Keanu Reeves do it.
He's not tall, but they could make him tall. Dude, how about Robert Englund?
Robert Englund?
He's too old, man. He wouldn't do it.
fucking Angus Scrimm was.
Angus Scrimm was like in his, what, 60s when that
Already.
movie started?
He was 50.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Is England still even doing stuff?
Is England still doing stuff?
Yeah, he's going to be in Behind the Mask too.
No. Oh, okay.
By the way, as our good friend Adam Marcus would say, let's get an update on the tote board for Behind the Mask 2, the return of Leslie Vernon's campaign. Oh my God.
Is it 3 yet?
No, but there's a huge perk if it hits 3. I didn't think it had a chance. They're going to add another horror icon of some kind if they get to 300,000.
Oh, jeez.
200,066. So 20.
So it just climbed over 2?
It's 266, 665. So $250,000 fucking dollars, folks.
Wow.
And then some. Amazing.
Good shit.
All right, Ziggy, give us a franchise for McCarthy. I'm still thinking on the tall man thing.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, keep your tall man up there, folks. Who do you want to see? I will say Paranormal Activity. I think he could really take that and make it even fucking over the top fucking scary.
Would he be good with found footage style though? Or would you go to a more narrative in that respect?
I guess it could be a ghost story in that way. You know, they could, you know what? His way would be shot narratively, but them setting up the cameras, you see it. Maybe a little bit of footage here and there, but you're going to get a real movie. He'd figure it out. He's smart like that.
Yeah. That's not bad. I could see that. How about you, FaZe? You got one?
I mean, I like the tensity and the claustrophobia in this, so I guess maybe an alien film, but I don't know how sci-fi he would go. I mean, it's hard to say.
Ireland.
I really don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know if he would quite capture that level of claustrophobia or not, and I don't even know if he's interested in doing something like that anyway. I mean, it's just, I have no good answer for this.
I mean, it's lining up. He'll probably end up getting a crack at the new Friday the 13th whenever they start making it, you know?
Be a better name than half the people that we have, yeah.
I would be okay with him doing something like that. He could employ his tactics to that kind of a movie.
All right, I got a tall man for you. Tyler Mane.
Oh, okay. I'd be into it.
Because you can clean him up, but then still have a little bit of scraggly, slick his hair back or even trim his hair up a little bit. Put him in a suit, and he would look good.
Oh, Ted Danson.
Ted Danson, no.
Come on, man. His face, boy.
He's I know he's done Creep Show, but that was like early.
Jeff Goldblum.
I can't remove those characters from their comic timing.
It doesn't work.
And Jeff Goldblum doing the tall man would be like, okay.
Hey,
Look here, boy. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna put you over here in this. Oh, come on, boy.
Oh, it's another dimension. You're gonna love it. Oh, it's
great.
It's
another dimension.
It's great, really. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would not work. That would not work.
Crispin Glover.
No.
He's creepy though.
I know he's creepy, but I don't like him as the tall man.
Don't tell me one of these fucking Skarsgårds, please.
Probably, yeah. It could probably be one of them.
Ugh.
Tarek says Aliens. Paula says Amityville.
Ooh, Amityville would be
Amityville would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I'm all right with that.
Yep. I like that one. I saw that a minute ago, and I just had
give him 13 ghosts, and I'll combine mine. I'll sacrifice. Let him have something like that where he can really stretch out.
All right, we got to wrap this up, folks.
Really? Damn. Time.
We're only 6 minutes till 9, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to start a little late. So, all right, well, let's wrap it up then. Phase, what are we doing next week?
Folks, next week, we're finally not doing a movie review. Let's see, where'd you put that little graphic? There it
It's
is.
near the top.
Gonna put that there. We are gonna be bringing back original versus remake. We're doing Friday the 13th. You know, one of the most major franchises in all of horror. So hell yeah.
That's right. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
All right, I have a question about this thing. I have a question about this because since the remake pretty much kind of encapsulates 3 movies at least. The first
I'd even say 4. I mean, because the credits are the first one, you know.
I mean, do we include the first 3 or 4 movies of the old ones to compare?
I don't know, man. That is a complicated question. I would just do one movie for one movie personally, but I mean, I get where you're coming from.
I'll have a few things to say. I think we could point out things. We can maybe make the comparisons while it's, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because I'm gonna have to watch that motherfucker again.
Mm-hmm.
The remake?
Yeah. I fell asleep last time I tried to watch it like a month ago. I didn't even make it to past the Stoners.
Oh man. Yeah, you didn't get very far at all. It should be an interesting, topic though. But there's kind of a dead zone in movie releases. Oh, and by the way, I was told, and we're going to be doing a different topic anyway when this is released. I was told by my friends they will not go to see that Passenger with me. Because that trailer has gotten them every single time, and it's been in the last 3 movies that we've seen.
Now that trailer I've seen every single time I go.
I just love the fact that it's gotten, especially Josie, every time. And like I said, we've seen it at least 3 times in movies that we've gone to see. So
I like that.
Jumped like crazy.
That's more Lovecraft, and Mouth of Madness type shit, So
right.
I dig
but
that.
We're gonna be in Texas that weekend when it comes out. So.
Well, maybe Saturday night when you're not fucking there. Me and Dr. Smiley are going to see it. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, yeah, go see it, but I mean, we're not going to be officially reviewing it.
Right.
So. Or Sunday night when I get back, asshole. Maybe we all go see it.
Sunday day? Oh, yeah, Sunday night after the con.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you're not leaving until Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday, but it's kind of midday-ish, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I missed the fucking show because...
Right, because you're going to be in the air.
I saved $100, though. I guess that's worth it.
Hey, at least you didn't book on Spirit.
Oh, I'd be seeking a new flight. I almost did. I was looking at it going, I'm only bringing one bag. I was thinking, shit, I can stuff it all in my backpack and carry it on. And I'm good. And it's like, nope, carry on, $55. Yeah. Now they're fucking out. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, man.
That sucks, dude. That really sucks because that means airline costs across the board are going to go up again. Oh yeah. Oh, they're loving it.
I'm already booked, so fuck them.
All right, gang,
Texas,
tune in for us.
Yeah. What? Texas Frightmare? We didn't even say it again. We're coming.
Yeah.
Me and Crank. Well, me and Crank for a crank and a half.
I'll be there Friday and Sunday. I have to miss Saturday because I have to come back and do a wedding.
My boys gotta get paid.
I gotta get paid, motherfucker.
That's right.
All right. Hit it, guys.
All right, folks. Not muted this time. Fuck yeah. Special thanks to our final girls and guys. We got Seaface, the Buffinator, and Tyrone.
We got our Crazy Rouse, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Grizzly and Paula, Morgan Crept Horror, Joshua, Raymond, Allen, Twisted Twinning, and the whole damn enchilada Thursdays at 7.
And our camp counselors, Adam, Christy, Lou, S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Angie, Nick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, JJ, and of course, the Nuke.
The Nuke. That's right.
That's right. And if you wait, the Friday is over. Charlie Sheen. Sorry, Charlie. That's the way it goes. If you would like to become a member, don't listen to FaZe because he got high. You just go to deathcursesociety.com, find the tier that fits your wallet, and enjoy the benefits and privileges entitled to you because of it. And we'll thank you. God damn it, thank you.
That's right.
That's right.
And he's back.
All right. Yeah. Gang. FaZe, send them out.
Folks, Jesus Christ, my browser just tried kicking me out of this whole page. Folks, we love seeing you all the time, man. Every week, it's the best. Love you guys. Next week, we're doing original versus remake. Should be a good time. Not having to go to the theater for once is going to be kind of nice. I hope I feel better, too. Been sick. It sucks. So, for the Colonel, wash your dick. Don't get sick. I got it backwards. It's all right.
You're
Ziggy, send them out. Love you guys.
You're a non-dick washing motherfucker, apparently, man.
Obviously.
But man, I wash my dick. My coworkers don't.
Gonna blame it on the co-workers. Huh?
Wow, I caught it from somebody.
FaZe was gonna wash his dick. Got high.
Damn, that's fucked.
Ziggy.
That's kind of what I was gonna say, man. Friday the 13th, we're going to compare that shit. That'll be fun. I don't think we have too many bad things to say about it. I mean, just like kind of like, I've been historically harsh on the remake. Maybe I can watch it now that it's been out this long with a fresh eyes and not hate it so much. We'll see. But come join us, won't you? It'll be a good time either way. And who knows? Maybe FaZe will come in here and he'll be high.
Hey, at least they didn't make Jason a pedophile in this thing, so I don't hate it as much as that fucking piece of shit Nightmare on Elm Street pile of cock fucking fuck. So this should be a good time.
FaZe waited till the end to get really spicy.
Tarek says, quote of the night, FaZe, man, I wash my dick.
See, that's
Thank you for believing me, Tarek.
You watch the whole show, you get to the funny stuff at the end, man. The very, very end.
Gang, I'm going to mention this too before we go. Head on over to our shop website. We've recently redesigned it and set it up a little bit nicer. Go and check that out. Also, everything in the store today and tomorrow only 15% off. So,
hey,
go save you some money. What?
It's coming out of your share.
Oh my God.
No, it's not. I just feel bad for you since you just bought something.
I'll tell you what, though. We'll take it out of Colonel's share. I'll never know.
Yeah, take it out of Colonel's share. Yeah. All right. And as these guys said, thanks for watching. As always, we, of course, appreciate it every week. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to cutting up Friday the 13th with original versus remake. That's going to be interesting. I don't even remember the chapters that we have for that. We're going to have to... Those may have to be kind of... just kind of refined for this.
And just leave like an extra question, like now, like just comparison to 2, 3, or 4. That should be a question that comes up a lot in different, in the comparisons.
Right. Oh, sorry, Paula. Paula says our sales do not coincide with payday.
There's no payday around here, so...
We do have another sale coming up at the very end of the month.
True.
For May 31st, there will be another flash sale. So
another one.
Maybe that hits your payday a little bit better.
For an unannounced sale, you're really flapping your gums a lot about it. That's a Seinfeld line.
Yeah.
Seinfeld?
Yeah, I remember. What do you mean?
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
FaZe was going to make a Seinfeld joke, and then he got high. It doesn't work in Seinfeld's voice. All right. Gang.
Don't get high.
Gang, thanks for watching. Love y'all. We'll see you next week. Wait, what's that noise?
Woo!
I'm going to go outside and...
to cross an ocean